Alright, so hello and welcome to this new video. This time I'm gonna be talking about the question why I'm actually doing all this. I mean, I partly already answered it in my introduction video and rebranding video, but I want to further explore the, let's say, cause of why I'm doing all that. So as I already said, I'm doing this YouTube channel to kind of figure out some stuff for myself, to kind of try out some video ideas, but also to try to give you, my followers, some experience that I was able to accumulate during my 22 years of life. With that being said, I think I should also give you a brief overview of how my life actually looked like. So I started off as everyone else, being born, then going to kindergarten, school, doing some internships, then doing an apprenticeship at the tax office, going to a high school, so-called BOSS, and then moving on to study international business and doing my bachelor at the University of Applied Science, Nuremberg. Though, let's stay at the school for a moment, because that was kind of funny, I would say, because I was not really the best student, especially in English, as I've already talked about in my C2 video, in that video where I talked about my way to C2 English from like 5, like a fail in school, because my English used to be really bad, but I improved thanks to gaming, for instance. That's, by the way, also a topic that I'll talk more about in an upcoming video, because I really want to just share the value of gaming, because gaming, there's not only this negative side, which there definitely is, but there is also this positive side where you learn to communicate, learn to lead people to do certain things, to achieve certain goals, where you learn to just act in a team and so many other things. And of course also learning intercultural communications in some sense. It's just really fascinating, and I'm gonna explore that in another video. But for now, let's keep it going with that curriculum vitae that I'm opening up here. So I was not a good student. I even failed 2 classes because of this. I had to get from like the highest level of high school in Germany, in Bavaria, because in Germany we've got many different school systems. And so I went from the highest type of German school, which is called, well, Bavarian school, called the Gymnasium, to a lower stage, a lower level, to the Realschule. And at the Realschule I also failed a class, though I didn't drop down to the lowest level, though it kind of sucks that we've got those 3 levels. But that's also a topic for another video, actually. So this is really only focusing about my life. But yeah, I was on the Realschule, which is kind of like second level school, second tier school, whatever. And I was still bad, and I had to repeat another class. So I was basically 2 years behind. And theoretically, I'm still 2 years behind in life, though I was able to kind of make up for that by figuring out who I really am by the age of 21, and now 22. I'm pretty certain what I want to do with my life, and I think many people who are my age are probably still kind of stuck and don't really know what to actually do, and maybe, I don't know, stuck just partying all the time or something like that, and not knowing what they'd like to do in 5 to 10 years. So I was able to build that as an advantage now. That's, as I said, also something that I kind of want to share and talk about. So anyways, back to school. Then after the Realschule, I went, as I already said, to the tax office, did my apprenticeship there, which is also... oh, that's great. So we'll go and keep talking about the tax office. I think I was just saying that it is also something for a video in the future that I'll talk about at some point in my life. Well, possibly even within this year. But next up, after I've done my apprenticeship at the tax office, which was sometimes, I didn't like it, so that's why I didn't become a servant, as is actually like the thing that you do after you've completed your apprenticeship, but I didn't really want to do that. So after my apprenticeship, I went on to the Berufsoberschule, which is kind of the highest German school, basically, or the highest in Bavaria, you could kind of say so, to get the university entrance qualification, or better said, the University of Applied Science entrance qualification in Bavaria, though that is also kind of complicated, because with that university entrance qualification I can study at universities in other states in Germany, just not in Bavaria. In Bavaria I'm only able to study at universities of applied science, and that is what I'm currently doing. I'm doing a bachelor in international business, studying at the University of Applied Science in Nuremberg. And I'm now basically third semester, because I've just completed all my exams, and now I have finally got time to do videos, and hopefully also during my next semester, during the third semester, but we'll see. I'll try to do my best. And that's where I stand now, doing this international business degree, which is something that just interested me, because I was interested in different languages. I'm also studying Japanese and Spanish. Sí, puedo hablar un poco español. Y poco Nihongo ga jouzu janai. Mada jouzu janai. Well, anyways, that enough for showing off. One more important message that I want to bring across with this video is that I'm still standing, well, kind of at the beginning of life still, actually. Like, I'm just 22 years old, I'm just a university student. I haven't got that much real life experience. I have taken responsibility in many aspects of life already, and I'm planning on taking responsibility in many other respects of life in the future. But how that will actually turn out, well, I don't really know yet, and that's also some goal on this YouTube channel, to kind of show you how life is going for me. And if you hear some sounds in the background, that's my dog. He wants attention. Alright, so where was I? One more thing that I'm certain of is that I kind of know absolutely nothing with regard to everything, because it's just, there's this quote by Socrates, and where he says, "I know that I know nothing," and that kind of resonates with me. And also the other quote by Voltaire, where Voltaire says something like, "The more I learn, the more I acquire, the more I realize that I absolutely know nothing." And that's how I kind of feel after having read more than 100 books. Now with the corona pandemic, I kind of got into reading books. Books like these, like Benjamin Franklin, he has helped me a lot in life. I would say he has kind of, I don't know, with his wisdom, it's just been great to discover some things that he said and then apply them, and then suddenly realize how much sense they actually make. And then right behind me, Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations, and also The Theory of Moral Sentiments by Adam Smith are also really great books. Oh, and one book I've also got in my bag, which is Security Analysis. That's not a book that I'm gonna talk about in the near future, I think, on my channel, because it's something specific. But you can also learn some life lessons out of things like security analysis and investing, because there are just so many aspects in life that are so much interrelated, and that's something that I learned to absolutely love. And it has also given me that perspective of I can really do things myself if I put my time and effort into doing this, and if I realize that there are always those trade-offs that I'm facing, that every human is facing. We've got this constraint of time, we've only got 24 hours a day, every one of us, and the way we use it, it depends how you use your time. If you want to play video games all day, well, that's totally fine. But you should also live with the consequences that come with that action, which may be that you might not have enough time to do other things in life, which may actually help you more with achieving some long-term goals and help you lead a more fulfilling life. That's, for instance, one reason why I changed my sleep rhythm. Instead of gaming through the entire night or gaming until, I don't know, 1 a.m. in the morning, I radically shifted my sleep rhythm, which is also something that I'll talk about in another video where I talk about habits. But a reason why I changed my sleep rhythm was to kind of get some time to actually read, and that's what I did. I always stand up at 4 a.m. I know that's what every guru says, I suppose. Stand up at 4 a.m. and you'll be successful, like magically. No, not really like that, but it can help you if you apply it correctly, and if you are the type of person who is effective in the morning. Like, there are for sure also people who are effective in the afternoon or deep in the night, whatever. You kind of gotta figure that out yourself, and I don't know what is best for you. I just know what has worked for me, what is best for me, and I can share that, and that's this entire course thing about. I want to try to be a course of happiness by sharing my life and hopefully influencing some other lives in a positive direction as well, because humans can just have a really huge impact on the lives of other humans, which is something beautiful, and it can also be something horrible if you're listening to someone who's, I don't know, not really giving you good advice. But I will try to give you good advice, though whether it is good advice or not, you still kind of have to judge that yourself as well, because in the end, you yourself are judge of yourself. As John Stuart Mill said, the individual is sovereign, and, well, he himself or he themselves, I'm not really good at that gendering speech, but you know what I mean, like every human has to decide what's best for themselves. Now I got it correct. Anyways, that's pretty much the whole point of this video. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video, talking about my life a little bit, giving a perspective of what you can expect on this channel. Also, of course, book reviews, as I already said. I also think I haven't mentioned that other book that I've got in my bag right there is The Choice. That's also a book that I really want to talk about, because it's probably the book that has impacted my mental health the most and gotten me forward the most. But I'll talk about all that in my next videos. Anyways, I really am happy to have you all watching this, because I certainly know that there are some people watching these videos, and it's kind of a nice feeling. But I really gotta give my dog attention now, otherwise he'll probably, I don't know, eat me. Woof woof. So that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Voice Rico. Oi.
He has got something there. He has definitely got something there that he...